Greetings! Indic Education welcomes you to the 11th edition of Education This Week. My name is Ravina and I'm back yet again to take you through the happenings of the last few days in the world of education. Now, if you aren't subscribed to our channel, make sure you do so right away and tap the bell icon so we can alert you whenever we have new content. As several colleges affiliated to Delhi University announced a 100% cutoff for admissions to undergraduate courses, thousands of meritorious students are left behind, unable to join the programs of their choice.
Looking at the cutoffs today, I feel that it is placed at a very high number, and just now hoping that SRCC comes to at least 99, so I can get into that.
So I ended up scoring 96%, and I wanted to get into DCAC so that I can pursue journalism honors. But the thing is, when the cutoff list came, so I saw that DCAC journalism honors is 99%, so my heart sank a bit.
Educationists all over India say that the Union Education Ministry must find an alternative to motivate the students who are not getting admission despite their exceptional performance in the Class 12 boards. This year, out of 13,04,561 students who attended the CBSE Class 12 board exams, a total of 70,004 students have secured more than 95% and 1,50,152 students have secured between 90 to 95% marks. The soaring high cutoff set by DU is attributed to the liberal marking scheme that was adopted in evaluating the board exams in the midst of the pandemic. Subhas Sarkar, Jammu and Kashmir Minister of Education, has declared plans to distribute tablets to 75,000 students in the first year of multiple undergraduate courses across the state. Before the decision, Minister Sarkar had visited multiple institutions conducting deliberations with stakeholders of higher education all over the state. He also announced that 2,000 tablets will be distributed among school children from tribal communities by the School Education Department. Pure Earth, a charitable society from Hyderabad, will be hosting the third Pure Earth Environment Conference on the 27th of November. The event is held biannually and this time will be in the virtual mode. It is intended to promote research and innovation on the environment, natural resources, and related topics. Undergraduate, postgraduate, and research students are all invited to present their techno-scientific and environmental research papers, of which the two best papers will be awarded cash prizes. Do check the description below to get contact details for PEEC 2021. The Department of School Education in Northern Ireland has initiated a process to install carbon dioxide monitors to improve ventilation and ensure clean air circulation. A total of £100,000 is being spent on the first 1,000 monitoring systems, after which, if adequate funds are allocated to the cause, another 10,000 monitoring systems will be installed in the remaining schools. Such monitors will also be installed in other schools across Wales, England, and other constituent areas of the UK. As part of the WSDS or World Sustainable Development Summit, the Energy and Research Institute in New Delhi, India organized the second edition of the Youth Climate Conclave from September 29th to October 1st of 2021. The event was put together by a collaboration of TERI, Clean Energy and Climate Partnership, with the EU and the German Federal Ministry of Government, along with other delegations. Multiple competitions were held for different age groups in photography, blogging, and short videos. On day 1, training programs were held for all participants. On day 2, the winning films and messages from participants were displayed, as well as international environmental leaders.
We have gathered here to talk about the health of the planet. The need of the hour is to think out of the box. The road to fighting climate change is through climate justice. Every individual thinks of national good. When every nation thinks of global good, that is when sustainable development will become a reality. The support of research of institutions like TERI are important in these efforts.
Heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see the devastation, but especially the suffering of the people. And it's very difficult not to link this with the challenges we're facing in terms of climate change and also biodiversity loss. It is very much linked to the way we relate to our natural environment, I believe. And this is sadly not the only tragedy that is happening worldwide because of this. And I think this should be a very important lesson to all of us. And we should strongly express our solidarity with the people of Uttarakhand, that they know that they're not alone in this.
And on the final day, debates were conducted and all participants were made to take the youth pledge to protect their environment. We hope you got an interesting view into the events of education this week. Subscribe to Indic Education, like and share the video, and do leave your comments below. Come back to our channel next week for a brand new episode, and until then, take care. This is Ravina signing off.